Hi everyone, this is week 6 of Try 3 Science. So week 6 is all about renewable energy resources. So last week we took a look at non-renewable energy resources. So this week we're concentrating on the renewable energy resources. We're going to be using CK12 section 2.7 on renewable energy resources. We're going to be doing some renewable energy stations labs, and we will use Edpuzzle to do lecture and notes on renewable energy resources. So let's take a look at our week 6 reminders. Continue watching these Edpuzzle videos, something that I started to do last week. If you submit your Google Doc for the notes on section 2.7 without watching the Edpuzzle video first, I'm going to return that to you ungraded, and I won't grade that until you watch the Edpuzzle video first. Then you can resubmit that, and then I'll give you a complete grade. And if you haven't done that by the end of the week, then you're going to receive some point deductions if you're not watching the Edpuzzle video. So that's how I'm letting you know that you still need to watch that Edpuzzle video. If you turn in your Google Doc and I return it to you ungraded, I'll put a note in the comments section, and that lets you know that you need to go back and watch that Edpuzzle video first. So join me in office hours to get help with any of your assignments this week. 10 to 12, 1 to 2, and 3 to 4. And here's some congratulations to you guys. You have passed the halfway point of the trimester. So think about it. After this week, week 6, you only have 3 weeks left. Now that sounds great, but for those of you who do not have the grade that you wish you had right now, your opportunity to bring that grade up is shrinking each day. So I need you guys to take full advantage of the opportunities that you have and the work that you have in the assignments that are given each day, because those assignments are getting fewer and fewer. So if you need an opportunity to improve your grade, you need to be taking full advantage of every assignment in each of these last few weeks. And don't forget, pre-honors will meet this Wednesday at 3 o'clock for a live class. So use that unique link that's posted on the 9th grade office hours document to join us in pre-honors. So let's look at our assignment for Monday, June 8th. Your objectives: to define and describe renewable energy resources, to describe the advantages and disadvantages of each of the renewable energy resources that we talk about, and actually using those, and to explain how renewable energy resources are used to create electricity. So here's your assignment. You are right now watching the Edpuzzle video. I want you to do CK12 section 2.7 on renewable energy resources. So you want to read the information page. There is a simulation there that we're going to take a look at in a minute, a short video, and then take the practice quiz. And then you're going to complete your section 2.7 notes Google Doc and turn it in. So let's look and see what your CK12 section looks like here. When you open it, you'll see this. So you want to read about renewable energy resources, look to see what they are. So I'll ask you to give me a quick definition of renewable resources. So you want to look right here for that definition. And then we have the ones that we're going to talk about listed. We have wind power, sunlight, moving water, biomass, and geothermal energy. Okay, and here are some examples. There are going to be some examples of each one of those, how they're turned into electricity. And we'll start with wind here. So you want to read the paragraph about wind. It gives you a definition. It gives you the advantages of using wind to create electricity and some disadvantages of using wind. And really that's the pattern that CK12 follows, that this section follows for each of these resources. Now on your notes document, it's going to tell you to launch this simulation. So you will click launch and you'll watch this simulation. You'll go through that and you'll want to summarize what you learned there in this couple sentences. Then we talk about sunlight, what it is, the advantages and the disadvantages. Moving water, there's a definition, some advantages and disadvantages. We talk about biomass here, so if you don't know what that is, I'll give you a definition, advantages and disadvantages. And geothermal energy. So if you look, geo means the earth, thermal is heat, so that is heat from the earth. Read the information there. Okay, gives you a summary of those points. Here is a really quick doodle video. It's only like a minute and a half long, so you'll want to watch that. Here is where you'll view your quiz, so you can take your practice quiz down here. You know, these questions always show up somewhere down the road, so now when you have unlimited attempts and unlimited time, you definitely want to take your time and figure out the correct answers to those quiz questions. Okay, so after you do this, you will want to go to your Section 2.7 Renewable Energy Resources Notes document. So here it is. Okay. Question number 1 is a definition for renewable resources. Put it right here. List the 5 renewable energy resources. We just kind of went over them. You can type them right here, A, B, C, D, E. One major advantage that all of these renewable resources share. Type that right here. And then here for this next part, for each of these resources, you want to give a short definition in the first column. You want to list an advantage of that in the second column and a disadvantage of that resource in the third column. So that's really exactly how the sections are set up. So for wind, sunlight, moving water, biomass, and geothermal energy, give me a definition, an advantage, and a disadvantage. This question comes from the simulation. Launch and complete the simulation, then summarize what you've learned in 2 or 3 sentences. Type those sentences right here. And then describe the energy transformation that occurs using wind and water to create power. This is from the video. It's really short. It's only a minute and a half, but it does talk about the energy transformation. So think back a couple weeks when we talked about energy transformations. When we use wind and water to create power, it's one kind of energy that is then transformed into another kind of energy. So watch that video listening for the answer to that question. When you're done with this, you turn it in. And there you have it. Okay. So daily reminders, continue to watch your Edpuzzle video, open your assignment, start it on your own, get help if you need it. Make sure you're clicking the turn it in button when you're finished. And I know to grade it. If you get it back ungraded with a note that you didn't watch the Edpuzzle video, you'll want to do that before you'll get full credit for it. And don't forget your assignments are due by midnight. So I got to tell you guys, it is week 6. After this week, we only have 3 more weeks to go. So I really think that those of you who've gotten a good handle on this, we've got this. You guys are close to the end. And I think if you've handled it up to now, I think you're going to be fine till the end here. And then you get a nice long break, and hopefully we'll be back in person in September. So, have some confidence. I think we've got this. I think we're going to be okay. So just keep up. Keep doing what you're doing. Ask for help. Come and see us. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.